Welcome, welcome, welcome. My goodness, I was right. We picked just around the right amount of chairs. Very excited to have you guys out. Very happy to see you all on such a wet and dreary evening. Couple of things before we get started. The group behind me, we call ourselves the Improvables. We've been working here within the Roselle Park District. Started this session as a Park District program 3 sessions ago. So we've done this for 3 sessions. Really the idea behind having this was to give adults the ability to play, right? I think we allow our kids to play, but we forget as adults sometimes exactly how to play. How many people here have ever seen an improv show, or seen an improv group, or seen improv on TV? Yeah, good. How many people have never seen an improv show? All right, you guys are messed up. This is bad. This is bad. They see it. All right, don't be worried or nothing. All right, so if you've seen all those other groups, I do ask you, lower your expectations. But what you are going to see today is going to be fully improvised, with one very small exception. And as you know, because you've seen those different groups, improvisation is all based on your suggestions. So everything you see today is going to be based on your suggestions. That means if it sucks, it's your fault. All right, so moving on, I'm going to have the entire group come on up. And introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Sherry Malfisi. I'm a working mom of 3 and I live here in Roselle.
I'm Ann Downs and I also live here in Roselle, and I'm married and have a little girl.
I'm Gary St. Pierre. I live in Bloomingdale, and I'm retired, so I have time to do this.
My name is Jim Novak. I live in Roselle. My wife wanted me out of the house.
I'm Karen Moran and I live in Roselle, and I'm not retired.
Matt Watts, I live in Elk Grove Village, and wife and 3 kids.
I'm Bob Couric. I'm retired from Bloomingdale, and my wife also wanted me out of the house.
All right. So the first game that we're going to play for you, we are going to tell you a story. But first, we need a suggestion, a fictional book title suggestion.
The Hat That Wandered.
The Hat That Wandered. Ready?
It was a cold and crisp evening. The wind blew fiercely, and it made the trees sway back and forth really hard.
As I was looking at the trees, my hat suddenly disappeared.
It flew high into the sky, just wandering around.
And then suddenly, it dropped to the ground.
And on the ground, it started to grow feet and legs and started to wander around.
And it turned out to be the hat and the cat who was hiding a rat.
The rat was directing the hat and leading it down a windy road to a cliff with a raging river at the bottom.
And it looked over the cliff and it said, do I, don't I, do I, don't I.
And at that moment, the wind came back, and over went the hat.
And the wind blew the cat in the hat over the cliff. Imagine that.
Down went the cat, down the cliff. Down, down, down.
And the hat whisked all the way back to the man that it originally was on.
Stop.
All right, good job. our next scene is going to be with Sherry and Gary. So for this scene, I need a location, something that they can recreate on the stage.
Beach in Hawaii.
A beach in Hawaii. Now, we're going to do something interesting. Something happened to Sherry 10 minutes ago that changed her emotion, that changed what she's doing. She's either really happy, really sad. Something happened. What happened to her 10 minutes ago?
Dinosaur attack.
A dinosaur attacked her. Yes! I don't know what to say there. All right. Gary, something happened to Gary 10 minutes ago.
He got stung by a jellyfish.
Got stung by a jellyfish. I thought you people were nuts. All right.
Gilbert, you talked me into this here darn vacation, and I'm bleeding all over. I mean, the sand is sticking to the blood, and
Well, so what? I got stung here a little bit ago by something in the water. You got nothing to complain about.
You
I didn't want to go in the water.
you got stung.
Yeah, I know what it was.
Well, let me go in the water and check it out. Ooh, my blood is like spreading in the water. I think I lost my hand.
What are we going to do now? I don't know what to do. Our airplane is on leave for another couple
I
weeks.
know, but the salt is burning my wound there. What thing stung you?
I wish I knew, but I got stung pretty hard by this darn thing, and I'm going to come and see you, then you come over and start bitching to me.
Gilbert, I think we're supposed to pee on it or something.
All right, scene. First rule of improv: when we start peeing, it's time to end. All right. I actually almost peed a little bit back there. All right. Okay, next. We're going to ask Sherry to leave. We're going to play an interesting game. Everybody else stand up. Come up to the front. I'm going to put 2 chairs on that side, guys. Okay. So, if anybody has ever seen another group do a game called Party Quirks, basically what we're going to do is we're going to ask our actors to do a party. So this is going to be, and Sherry is going to be the host of the party, and these folks are going to be the guests. The game within this scene is that you are going to give me some suggestions for some interesting, odd quirks that each one of these people have. So we're going to give them each a quirk. That quirk could be they think they're a famous person, or they have a very bad rash. Something that they can play on the stage, that when they come in, they will play that throughout the scene. The job of the host is to guess what everybody's quirk is. So what that host is going to do, Sherry's going to come in and she's going to start doing the scene. When she thinks she's got it, she's going to start kind of guessing, and you guys need to help her. If she's really close, go ahead and cheer. If she's really far away, go ahead and boo, all right? It's okay, she won't be upset. All right, so we need a quirk.
Doesn't understand English.
Doesn't understand English. That's a good one. You know him, huh? All right. He's holding me apart. Tourette. You don't know him. All right. Karen.
She's invisible.
What? Invisible. You're invisible. That's good. Jim.
He's always trying to hold in a fart.
So, it's really interesting to meet all you folks. There will be a sign-up sheet in the back. All right. Sorry, Gary.
He's always looking for alcohol.
Always looking for alcohol. Ann.
It's afraid of hot dogs.
Afraid of hot dogs. All right. I like it. All right, everybody, come on out. All right, we take you to this party.
Oh, the snacks are ready, but nobody's here. It's my party. I guess I'll cry if I want to. Nobody came. I invited all of my friends. Why didn't they come? Maybe if I make a mess and post some pictures on Facebook, people will think that there were a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Anne, you came to my party! I did! Thank you so much! It's so good to see you! Oh, is this gift bag for me? You brought me a birthday present?
I did.
You are the bestest friend ever! Come on in! So, I put some snacks on the coffee table here. Make yourself comfortable on the sofa.
Right.
I'm gonna put this on the table for all of my presents. Oh, let's see who else came in. Come in!
Hey, where are you? Oh my gosh.
Oh, so glad we could make it to my
Oh,
party.
son of a gun, I forgot my keys.
Oh, so this is like really good. This is one of those key lime, like pampered chef.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, with the pretzels and you dip it.
Okay.
It's very good.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought now that I was like 21 that I needed sophisticated snacks.
Hello.
Gary, so nice of you to come.
My talk is going to be here.
So glad that you came. Is this gift for me? Thank you so much. That was so nice of you to bring me a present.
My bottle.
Can I get you something to drink?
Yeah.
I've got, let's see. I've got some mojitos and some skinny girl margaritas. Oh, Karen, I didn't even see you come in. It's so good to see you.
Beer? 'Cause I was at the baseball game last week. We had beer. It was really good.
Hey, Jimmy, come on in.
I wasn't here.
Oh, yeah.
No one answered the door for me. I mean,
Totally.
good seeing ya.
Oh, Bob. Oh, you guys.
You got any food?
Snacks are here on the coffee table. And then, Ann, could you get Gary a drink for me? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Hi, so good to see you. Oh my gosh, how have you been? It's so good to see you. Come sit, visit.
I'm thirsty.
Here, I set this up with all the props so we could take pictures. Ready? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, it's my birthday! Oh, let's do a couple more. Come on, guys, let's all get in the picture. 1, 2, 3, cheese! Gary, clearly you've been drinking again. I really think you need to stop. Okay. Yeah, did you go see the Cubs or the White Sox? Oh, thank goodness, because White Sox fans are not allowed in my house. Yeah, no, it's a thing. I dated a guy once, and it just didn't work. Yeah. Okay, no peanuts. I was afraid that Jim was allergic to them. No? Okay. Did you find them weird, though?
I did, yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Wonderful.
I want to say sliders. That's the best thing. There's a case for them.
Yeah?
I agree. I'm going to have 2 more if you don't mind.
So, did you bring me a present? A present, Uncle Bob! Turn your hearing aid on! Can you turn your hearing aid on? Okay, so I got this lime pepper chef ball.
Burritos and sliders and Chinese food.
I think you're gonna have a bathroom problem if you do all that. I think, you know, the bathroom's over there, honey. Maybe you should go now.
Yeah, maybe I'll go.
Huh? Okay. Can we just have a moment? Cause you're my BFF, and this is my birthday, and I was going kind of for like unicorn princess theme, not baseball fan theme.
I love baseball.
Yeah, I know you're a little obsessed with baseball. Okay. All right. As long as we're in agreement that this is my day, I think we'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
Okay. Did they grill you some food?
They did, but I didn't really see everything. There were some things that were really good and some things that were like, so you would just want to check it out? Maybe we can.
Yeah, let me go see.
All right.
There's a fruit here.
Right.
Can you control yourself? No, seriously, you blow up every 5 seconds, and I'm really sick of managing your feelings. And you're never gonna work like that. You need to get your Tourette's under control.
I feel much better.
Okay, well, Jim, can you spray the air freshener, and then I think you should go, because it's just, you're smelling up my whole birthday party, and it's really upsetting me. And my breath, I'm diarrhea.
Hey, hot dogs! I want hot dogs too. I had too much to drink. I need about 4 hot dogs.
Gary,
Will you give me some hot dogs?
listen,
Hey,
babe,
hot dogs, please.
there's a meeting, it starts in like 5 minutes. And Karen, I see you. I see you. I don't know why you think you're invisible. We are not 12 anymore, so you need to grow out of this stage of life.
We gotta get some hot dogs. Actually, I hate my feet drunk.
Karen, you're not playing baseball games.
I know. It's okay. It's okay.
Do you want to take some pictures with me?
Maybe. What's okay?
Come on.
All right.
Where's the hot dog can?
No, just.
And it's okay. I know that's kind of creepy. It's okay. You don't have anything to be afraid of. Did you take your anxiety medication? You did?
Yeah.
Okay, then come in and take some pictures.
Okay. What am I taking pictures of?
Us. Me,
Are we eating
particularly.
anything? Are we eating anything in the pictures?
Hot dog buns.
I'm not taking a picture of that. No. Wait. No.
I don't know why you love baseball and yet are afraid of everything baseball food related.
All right, that's good. All right, give her a round of applause.
Oh, that was tough.
All right, our next scene, we're going to bring Matt and Ann up to the stage. So again, if we could get a location, please.
California.
California. All right, we are in California, and same thing. Ann, something happened to Ann about 10 minutes ago.
Just got back from the space trip.
Just got back from a space trip. All right, and Matt.
He ate a really great sandwich.
A really great sandwich. We all know that. All right, here we go. California.
You're getting me my son, babe.
I just feel a little queasy here because I just came back from this insane trip. Can I sit here? Is this a chair? Is this okay? All right. Are you okay?
Oh, burning up.
You are? Why?
Oh, I'm getting a nice tan.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful. You know, you get too too close to the sun. And
Turn over.
oh. Bad memories. No. Can you just, okay, all right. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you alive?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, that was that good? That's tasty? Yeah? What's in it?
It's fine.
Really?
Everything. Bacon.
Yes, you can.
Oh, no.
Yes, you can.
Did you have bacon up there?
Oh, yeah. And it didn't come from pigs. Really?
Where did it come from?
I don't know. It was purple.
You probably can make bacon out of anything.
Probably, but I can't even describe it. It just was.
I got an idea.
Sandwich, yeah.
Head on your co-pilot. We're in the shuttle.
Okay.
We're going there.
Okay.
Where the bacon show up.
Okay. It showed up. Right. Yeah, see that? Yeah. Just like that. You gotta grab for it.
Wow, I
It's
thought it
gone.
would float slower in space.
No, it's really fast.
Oh, there's a slow one!
It's like,
I know, maybe I've been in the sun too long.
so, I think there goes, see, it's insane. Yeah, I know, I'm sure you are. Too much sun.
And you all right? You're supposed to land your ship in Florida. What are you doing here in California?
And scene. Good job. Sometimes you just don't know what you're doing. All right, good stuff. All right, next, let's get ready for our next scene. So, the next scene that we're going to do for you is something that we've worked on. So this is actually a scripted scene written by Matt. And one of the things that we were doing as we were meeting is we were talking about, and this group is actually going to try to find ourselves kind of a regular space, whether it be a restaurant in the area or somewhere where we can do like a monthly show. But one of the things we talked about was how difficult sometimes suggestions can be, and especially in today's hypersensitive society and hypersensitive time that we live in, that sometimes you're going to get a suggestion that might be a little bit more difficult. So, so we were working on some different things, and we came across something that we thought was pretty funny. So Matt went ahead and put it to paper, and we're going to see if we offend you. Here we go.
Hi, I'm John Spencer, and this is ABC News. I'm standing in front of Jameson High School in what appears to be a school walkout. Excuse me. I'm standing with Jake Samuelson. Thanks for joining us, Jake.
My pleasure.
How old are you, son?
16.
Jake, can you tell me what's going on here?
Basically, yes, I can tell you, we're just sick and tired of this happening in schools. We don't feel safe anymore.
Well, that is definitely understandable. Jake, do you think there should be some change put in place to protect you and the other students?
Definitely. I think it's time the schools take the necessary steps to change the cafeteria food.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me, cafeteria food. How much longer are we going to be subject to the horrors of the lunchroom?
Well, that is an interesting thought, but I think what you're walking out for is a much more extreme situation.
Are you telling me that finding hair in my food is not extreme? They ought to have a law that states that the lunch lady have a beard.
Well, that may be true, but I think there's got to be a better reason than cafeteria food for you to walk out of school. Excuse me, let me see if I can find another student. Seems like there's a lot of things going on here. Excuse me. Can you please tell me what you're walking out for?
I'm walking out for number 1.
Excuse me?
Number one pencils. I mean, don't you ever wonder why you use number 2 pencils for tests?
What is going on here?
Ooh, maybe history.
Right. There's something going on here because obviously the students, they look threatened.
We are. They gotta have a better policy for doing background checks.
Hey, actually, that's a great place to start. What do you suggest?
Well, I suggest that the people they hire be able to cook with the ounce of personality. And this is terrible. And I also think that the people who serve the food must work as a second job at the DMV. And serving that doggone pizza square we're calling it a pizza boat isn't going to carry it anymore.
All right, that's great.
And also, I recommend that the person they hire can count change correctly. You don't know how many times I got the incorrect change from the lunch lady that I couldn't get my hot flaming Cheetos from the vending machine.
Excuse me, is this the Beethoven concert?
I can see that you're passionate about this topic, but there has got to be something bigger than cafeteria food.
If you're not with us, you're against us.
What? No. What I'm saying is that
We'll miss you, Barry.
Wait, did Barry die?
Almost. He's in critical condition.
Finally, some meat to the story.
Yeah.
What happened to Barry?
You got some meat to the story, all right. Barry got food poisoning from the meat loaf.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, your body's starting to breathe.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You are to investigate the food company's plan to feed us bland and salt-free food to prepare us for a life of Spam and ramen noodles at college.
All right. Thank you, Jake. That's enough.
No. We will not go into a hurry. We will march collectively. You know, we're not doing it just for us. It's for the future students when they come here. So they will know and not wonder what's in the chef's surprise.
Sir.
Yes.
Could you please tell me the reason why the students are walking out?
Don't you know? Everyone wants beds in the study room to take naps in during study hall.
And scene.
I'd like to say goodbye, Matt, one more time. Matt's leaving us, so this is his last performance, so be ready to sign.
Of course, it's kind of fitting that the other side says you make me sick. All right. All right. You guys come back? Let's go. All right. So, what we're going to do next is we're going to send some of our actors out into the other room to work on something. What I'm going to ask you for is a fairy tale. So any fairy tale, a kid's story that we can recreate. Hansel and Gretel. So we're going to send some of our actors into the other room and they are going to give us a reimagined version of Hansel and Gretel. But we're going to keep Ann and Karen here, so everybody else, you guys can go. All right, Ann and Karen are going to do a scene for us, and one of one of the things that we've talked about is within improv is bringing emotion, bringing a style to our scenes. So we're going to do a game that we typically play, and what we need right now is a product that can be purchased in a store.
Q-tips.
Q-tips. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a very simple transaction scene, and then we're going to do it a couple of times over and over again in different styles. Ready? Purchasing Q-tips.
Hi. Where are your Q-tips?
They are over there in aisle 3.
Aisle 3. Thank you.
Find me needed?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, that'll be $2.37. Alright, thank you. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
All right, give a round of applause. Now we're gonna start off with a couple of emotions. So we're gonna do this again, but Anne is going to play the entire scene with an emotion. What emotion is she going to play? What's that? Crying. Sad, crying. Ready? And Karen, what's her emotion?
Mad.
Mad, angry. Angry and sad. Let's go.
Excuse me. Where is the Q-tips?
Over there. In aisle 3.
What?
Aisle 3.
What? Aisle 3? My God, you. Here, can you bring me up?
Yes, just hang on a second.
Come on.
Okay. All right, I'll just drop it on the floor. Hang on a second. Okay. It's gonna be $2.07.
What? $2? $2 for Q-tips? What is going on?
No, everything. Do you have exact change?
Are you kidding me? Here, keep the change.
Okay. It's okay.
Can I have my Q-tips?
Yes. Enjoy.
All right. Let's watch this again, and I need a movie genre.
Musical.
All right, we're doing a musical, Broadway musical. Here we go. You guys are funny.
Hi, I've come to buy some Q-tips. Can you help me?
Yes, they are in aisle 3, halfway down.
Aisle 3, aisle 3. I can't wait to get Q-tips. Clean my ear and clean my ears. There you go.
Thank you. Let me ring that up for you.
Would you?
Yes, I will. Ring it up, ring it up, ring it up. Your purchase. $2.17, please.
$2.17. I cannot believe how cheap they are. Oh my gosh.
Here you go. Thank you. Hang on a second. Let me get you a bag.
A bag.
Let me put them in here for you. Let me give them to you.
She gave me Q-tips. Not by fire! That's in aisle 4. Halfway down. Do not be afraid of me, okay? I got Q-tips.
Q-tips. Man, you must have brass.
Bring me up!
Okay, all right.
No! I am mad! Do not make me mad!
I'll go to the counter. That'll be $95.67.
$95! I'm
sorry,
this is crazy!
Okay, I'll give it to you for free. Take them. Just go.
Me like free!
Oh, I don't know. All right, here we go. Here is the new version of Hansel and Gretel.
Mom, what are you doing? The door is too down.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah. I'm Hans.
And I'm Franz.
We have a reservation on the Gretel.
I have a reservation for Hans and Franz and Gretel.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a table of 2. Sure. Follow me.
Actually, 2. I got 2.
Look at that.
Yes.
That reservation has just been canceled, gentlemen. Step this way, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Enjoy your meal.
I'm hungry. I'm hostess, huh?
Yeah, you gotta get your own chow. Cereal.
Gentlemen, can I be of service to you?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungrier.
I'm more hungry.
We'll see.
Okay.
Bring the food.
Everything.
1 of everything at first.
2 if you like it.
3.
We'll get one. I'll be right back to give it to the cook over here. We got a couple of
Chiquita, the tortilla soup is ready, man. Go get it.
That's my specialty, is the soup.
Whoa. Tortilla soup.
Ready?
1.
2.
Hey, you want some spoons?
Oh,
We're going for two soup.
excuse me.
How about a little more service? Por favor.
The chimichangas. Give them the chimichangas. They're hungry boys.
I can't wait.
More chimichanga, please.
You're gonna fatten these boys up. That's 6 tacos.
No, you're going to pump.
Oh, so that's right. Oh, Master, come on! Oh,
There's some more.
this is just taking a little too long. Let's go over there and get ourselves.
No problem.
Yeah, the service is a little slow.
A little slow.
Calm down.
We're hungry. We're waiting for
You're
food.
leaving crumbs all over the floor.
Later, girly man. Girl.
Yeah.
Excuse me, have some more.
More food. Hurry. Hans and Franz are dissatisfied.
Good. More food.
Would you step back here? Please, buddy.
Here's some flan.
What? Over here by the oven, please.
More food.
Please, by the oven.
Food by oven. More food by oven.
You are right here. Here's the oven. Just step right here, please. Who's in there?
Oh, I'm too big to get in this thing.
Robbie, man. It's in the door.
I'm just too big.
I don't know. The customers, they come in, but they never leave. Where they go?
Hey, put more food in the oven, Mr. Hungry.
All right, our next scene is going to be Matt and Jim. And we're going to play a game called What Are You Doing? So what we're going to do is we're going to start with an activity. Somebody give me an activity. Sewing, knitting. So sewing, knitting. So he's going to start. Matt's going to start acting out that. Jim is going to ask him, what are you doing? Matt's going to tell him something completely different that isn't sewing or knitting, and then Matt has to do that. So they're going to go back and forth, changing their activities. And we'll see how this works. Ready?
What are you doing?
I'm jumping up and down. What are you doing?
I'm eating peanut butter. What are you doing?
I'm checking out my abs in the mirror. What are you doing?
I'm shaking a hornet's nest. What are you doing?
I'm pulling hair out of my legs with my teeth.
I'm changing the diaper of my pet gorilla. What are you doing?
I'm high-fiving the audience. What are you doing?
I am flying a kite during a hurricane.
I'm folding laundry with my sheets. What are you doing?
Doing the chicken dance. The 78 speak. What are you doing?
I'm plucking out my eyebrows. What are you doing?
I am picking lice from my hair and eating it.
Oh, I think we can end it there. Nice job. All right. So for the last scene in this section, so what we're going to do is we're going to do one more thing, one more game real quick, and then we're going to take some suggestions, let you guys go out in the hallway. We're going to do some, we have some refreshments out there for you, and we're going to take about 10-15 minutes to come up with an improv set based on your suggestions. So we'll come back and do about another 15 minutes. So for the last scene of this set, we're going to have everybody come on up. All right, so our troupe is going to be an orchestra for you, but instead of playing instruments, they are going to be ranting about something. So I need, for each player, a different topic to rant on. Bob.
Cubs.
The Cubs. Gary.
Food.
Food. Jim.
His daughter is just so great.
I have 2 daughters.
Matt. Which one?
Dirty laundry.
Dirty laundry. Jerry.
Turtles.
The moon. Turtles.
Homework. Trump.
I heard homework. we're gonna all right. So we're gonna go ahead first and get warmed up. Ready?
Took my pencil and I was trying to do it, and then I did just, I told every single line I should.
Oh, and the turtles in the Galapagos Islands are just wonderful. I mean,
The moon. I mean, who thinks
Oh,
they
it
can
never
really
ends.
fly?
Laundry and laundry.
My daughters are just so great. I just don't They'll never beat the Yankees.
oh, turtles in the Galapagos Islands are just so wonderful.
And they make my life complete.
All right. We're gonna let the other players back into the other room. We're gonna take your suggestions and then let you out for a couple of minutes. So. All right. So we need some suggestions. First, we're gonna do current events. Be nice.
World Cup.
World Cup.
Volcanoes in Hawaii.
Volcanoes in Hawaii.
It's raining all the time.
Raining all the time.
SNL.
SNL. Okay. Any others? Oh, come on, give him one hard one.
Star Wars.
Korean nukes.
What's that?
North Korean nukes.
North Korean nukes. The royal wedding? Royal wedding. All right. What's that? Good. All right. What's our next one?
Famous people.
Famous people.
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
Ozzy
Oh, there's a big generation gap going on there. Ozzy Osbourne.
Elvis.
Elvis. Cher.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears. Everybody else, one more. Johnny Cash. All right.
Location.
Locations.
Australia.
Australia. Paris.
Vegas.
Vegas. Italy. How about like smaller places?
Bathroom.
An elevator. An elevator. What's that?
Campground.
Campground.
An abandoned mine.
An abandoned mine.
Roselle.
Roselle. What's that?
Bedroom.
A bedroom.
Movie theater.
Movie theater. All right. You're giving us a whole lot of places to put Cher and Elvis. All right. I'm just saying it's your fault. All right. Superpowers.
Speed.
What's that?
Super speed.
Super speed.
Invisible.
Invisible. Flying.
Sticky.
X-ray vision. What?
Super
Sticky.
Stretch building.
Stretch.
Super strength.
Super straight. That's right. Bad breath. That's fine.
No sense of smell.
No. Irregularity. I'm gonna be honest. This show was gonna only have 2 acts. We're adding a 3rd one. We're gonna sit out here and watch you guys. All right. Good job. Thank you. Refreshments are in the other room. We'll call you in probably about 10, 15 minutes.
You weren't recording, were you?
I am now.
This is actually all right. Hopefully everybody got enough of the cookies and soda, because let's be honest, the more caffeine and sugar you ingest, the more interesting this stuff is, okay? All right. You guys ready? All right, bring us all in. All right, so for our first scene, based on some of your suggestions, we take you to this office.
Thank you for calling Efficient Energy. Please hold.
You're always so peppy.
Well, how do you expect me to be? I mean, we work at the best company ever. And, I mean, there's just always such exciting things to go on. You know, during lunch the other day, the girls and I, we were talking, and we had this amazing conversation. Hang on. Thank you for calling Efficient Energy. Please hold. And we were just talking, like, you ever, that thing where you, like, if you got stuck in an elevator, who would you want to be stuck with?
Oh yeah.
Did you ever play that game?
I haven't played that in years.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun, and like people had kept coming up with like the craziest things, and I was like, oh, that was such a good idea, and you know, somebody was like, I want to get stuck in an elevator with Jesus, and I said I wanted to get stuck in an elevator with Abraham Lincoln. That is nice. Thank you for calling Efficient Energy. Please hold. Oh no, I just fill all the lines up and then I clear them.
That's so smart. I mean, usually I waste my time talking to them, but.
How do you want me to stay so peppy if you actually want me to have a conversation with me like that?
Why don't we have a conversation? Let's play that game. Who'd you be stuck in an elevator with?
All right. Well, I mean, I said Abraham Lincoln, but maybe that was a bad idea. I mean, maybe I should go for someone a little bit more wild, you know? Like, all the NSYNC boys. That would be a lot of fun. How about you? Who do you want to get stuck in an elevator with? Hang on. Thank you for calling Efficient Energy. Please hold.
You know, I've always listened to Elvis's music. You know, I listen to a lot growing up and stuff like that. It'd be kind of cool to like see him talk to him and stuff like that. You know, also like my dad was really an Ozzy Osbourne. I didn't get into him much, but I think it'd be kind of cool to like talk to Ozzy. You know,
Just make sure there's no bats in the elevator.
You know, I've always had a crush. It's gonna sound weird.
Let's hear it.
Cher. I probably think that'd be kind of cool. Just like, you know, they would share.
Be like turning back time.
But you're right, like turning back time, so like somebody more up to date. Let's see. Probably Britney Spears.
Okay, got a school grid thing, huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So I actually gotta go to that meeting at 1, so
Well, those would be that's it? That's all you want to meet, huh?
yeah, that's all I can think of right now. I mean, I'll think of more at the meeting and I'll let you know.
Yeah, this is fun. I'm going to come up with some new ones. See you later. Thank you for calling Efficient Energy. Please hold.
Oh, why do we always have meetings upstairs?
Sharon! What?
Wow! Whoa, what is that?
Excuse me, do you want to have a dance off?
You guys don't need to fight. I totally agree with everything you're saying.
I got you, babe.
Oh.
Hey, you want to hit me one more time?
I mean, what is going on? I was resting so peacefully.
I just thought it would be cool to, like, I was
What
stuck in
you
the
doing
with you
here?
guys. Like, it would be cool. I didn't actually think it would happen. This is awesome! Oh my gosh!
Excuse me, I got my glasses.
I'm out of here. Let's get out of this place.
Talented.
Not like me, I'm a legend.
You guys want to fight? I can understand it perfectly. You know what? Maybe I should have wished other people that I would have been stuck in the elevator with.
I see. Good job.
We introduce your regularly scheduled programming to bring you exclusive coverage of this very, very important summit regarding the North Korean nuclear crisis.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very serious issue in our world today. All these countries just cannot put it together. It's up to us to come up with a solution to solve this crisis. We need to figure this out today because the imminent danger is at hand and we need to have a solution. The floor is open.
I think I have an idea. I think if I could get in, I would be able to see the codes. I would be able to see right through any of the lead doors that they have. And I would be able to get the codes. And then we could stop them when they set them off. I definitely think I could save the day.
Let me tell you something. I think I can go out there and save it single-handedly. Don't you agree?
With my superpowers, I can fly over North Korea. I can intercept the missiles as they are launched. Unless he's smart enough to have kryptonite. Then we're in trouble.
Oh yeah? But with my super speed, I could go over to Russia and knock the guy out before he presses the button. Or I could go to South Korea and punch him in the nose before he presses the button. He won't even leave the country.
And then you can grab the kryptonite and hand it to me, and I will go through and no one will ever see me.
I hear you, but where are you?
Guys,
Flying is the answer.
if they actually do get them launched, all I have to do is grab it, throw it in the ocean. I'm putting it in the sky.
All right, for our last scene of the evening, first of all, I just want to thank everybody for coming. It's been really fun. We're continuing this. This group meets every Wednesday night. If anybody is interested in joining us, again, this is a program that we're trying to grow and continue. So if anybody is interested, give the Park District a call. Again, we meet every Wednesday night. We have 3 sessions a year. We're just starting up a new session, so if you're interested in joining us now, you can definitely join us. If not, we'll have another one in the fall. So, with that said, we bring you, for this very last scene of the evening, to the royal wedding.
I am Sherry Malfisi, and I'm standing right here in the very heart of the most beloved town in all of Chicagoland. We are in the village of Roselle, and as you can see, folks, I mean, there are roses hanging from trees, growing on bushes, laid all over the ground for this very special royal event. Let's see who we see coming right now. I mean, there's so many amazing, famous people coming through, but I see oh, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for coming to our wedding.
It is such a wonderful pleasure to be here, and all of the decorations are really exquisite.
They've done a wonderful job.
They have. And, sir, can you explain your role here at the wedding?
I'm the groom.
Susie, you're supposed to monitor all the pictures before. Oh, it is so lovely, lovely to see you, the Duke of DuPage. It's such a pleasure. Well, I believe the minister is waiting over there to the left. And oh, right now we see the mother of roses, and oh, who is that with her? Oh my, what a wonderful treat we have. It is Prince Bob of Bloomingdale. Mother of roses, it is wonderful to see you. That hat is exquisite. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing, of course, the British doll.
Oh, did you get that from Sassy's Originals?
No, it was from the doll that hangs the toilet paper down.
Oh, wonderful! So lovely.
Have you seen my son Charles?
I have not seen Charles
There's
yet.
another wedding he's missing.
Well, come right in, folks. Okay, I'm just getting this right now.
Harry,
So
there's Harry.
it was the Roselle Flower Shop that provided all of these wonderful roses, and apparently there's many species here that are decorating the village hall right now for this beloved event. And oh dear folks, it might be the main event right now as I see the Earl of Elk Grove is about to accompany the Rose Queen. Dun, dun, dun. And now we'll listen in for these amazing vows about to be spoken.
Face out. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Please, some space. We'll get to this. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join the Duke of DuPage to the Queen, the Miss Rosary. Who gives this woman to be wed?
I do.
Is there anyone here that objects to the marriage of these two individuals?
No!
It appears that God has spoken. I'm sorry, we cannot continue.
And scene. All right, one last thing. We're going to do one real quick quick game of freeze tag. If anybody's ever seen an improv show, we typically end the show with a game of freeze tag. I need 2 actors up. We're going to start a scene with a first line of dialogue. Any of the actors in the back can yell freeze. The actors will then freeze in whatever position they're in, and that actor will take one of their positions and start an entirely new scene. So, I need a first line of dialogue, something somebody said to you today.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! Ready, go!
Oh my gosh! I didn't know you were going to react that way! I'm so sorry! I thought you would be happy I got fired!
But Daddy, how am I going to buy more toys if you get fired? Oh, I only have all of these toys over here to play with.
I know when you wanted to fill all of here.
All right, now listen, we're just making cupcakes, okay? It's not a big deal. Take the eggs and crack them in the bowl. Take the eggs and crack them in the bowl. Okay. Oh, no, you just made a big mess. What is wrong with
You should take the eggs, plural.
Yeah, well,
so I
I
took a
didn't
carton
say
of
that.
eggs and I mixed them in the bowl. Oh my gosh. Listen, I don't know who you think you are, Martha Stewart. Clearly you do not know.
Shall we do another shot?
Yes, let's do
2, 3, go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. I know.
I thought there'd be warmer here in Hawaii.
No. That volcano changed everything. Are you okay?
Freeze. Oh, come on, let me get in there for a big smooch.
Now your arms can bend!
I can go in here. And I can.
Now your hair will grow!
Thank you! You're a lifesaver!
Now your...
Do you know the way to San Jose?
Baby loves hearing that song.
Way to San Jose.
Oh, when you get to the San Jose, I think you just
Somebody freeze. It's starting to feel good. The soccer ball's in here. Go!
Oh, rings around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Freeze.
All right, girl, I know you can do another one. You go. You know what? Never mind. Get up.
Okay, good.
Get up. We'll do some jumping jacks. No. What do you want to do?
Go get milkshakes.
Excellent.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
All right, now this time, grab the baton when I give it to you.
What do you think I was doing? It's only practice. Let's pretend we're running.
Okay, pretending we're running is not actually going to win us the race. We need to run.
Okay, let's run.